Hello boys and girls, it's siege time yet again, and what I'm doing is giving you a quick wander around the map that is going to occur tonight. So as you can see, this is a defensive fort. So you've got this little escarpment up here, so I've got good visibility if these walls are breached over in the corner there. So you can see, I can fire down on these people and stuff like that. Let's just get that shot. There we go. So you can then make your way down these stairs. You've also got defensive areas here, so you can see moving into here, you can shoot out of these windows, and you can then open the door and move out onto these defensive platforms. So you can see defensive platforms with nice cannons pointing in the direction of the enemy spawn. So this is kind of like a sort of outer wall section. You can see on the outskirts there's another wall as well. So if they want to get there, there's also this little sort of nook over here. No door, but pretty good for firing, obviously, on people in that particular area. So you can see them, they'll be able to go into that particular spot there. And you've also got this particular area over here. So if we follow back, you can see, there's that area, so they can shoot down on them there as well. So, oh, for God's sake. So, yeah, it's kind of difficult to show people around when Mac comes up and stabs you. Thank you, Mac. I'll be sure to mention you in the forthcoming broadcast in the most demeaning terms possible. So, you can see here, more defensive areas. You've got this little cannon defending this entrance here. Along with the control for the gate. So we should probably spawn again in a second. There we go. So you can see here is the area where you've got the flag. So there's the flag up the top, and the cannon as well, which will be looking down this area. So this will be the main area that they will have to come down if they want to get in, unless they get breaches up on the walls. And you can see there's the gate control. So that's the gate control as it stands at the moment. Has to get into here. So it could be that they'll breach one of the walls over here on the left or the right. And you can see here entrances up onto the walls. See, all this kind of easy access to all ladders and defensive areas. So you can see we can get out on the top of this wall if we want. Eventually. Like that, and then onto the top of the house, so you can use the house for a little bit of defensive work if you wish. You've also got these areas over here, and there's the mortars right at the back. So here's the mortars right at the back. There's obviously Murray on the mortar at the moment, so a good combination of firepower, 2 cannons each side and mortars, and a mini cannon at the flag. So from a defensive point of view, it's looking pretty good. Now what we'll do is we shall quickly change side, and we shall go in as the Russians, and we'll have a look at the spawn. So this is the spawn where the Russians spawn. So you can see here there's cannons that are unlimbered and ready to go. So you can see cannon fire coming through already. You've got this protected house area over here. This is pretty much where the spawn is going to be. So you've got these obviously well-armed tents. Wonderful well-armed tents. And here is obviously little escarpment. Look at this. So this is a wonderful defensive area for the Russians to spawn. Obviously they've got to be careful in case a mortar lands in here. That's when it's going to get very messy indeed. And you can see here plenty of areas to remain safe as you sort your troops out and get everybody ready to go. As I get shot by a cannonball. Thanks, Murray. So you can see that's essentially the gig as it stands at the moment. So let's move over to the right here, past everybody. And so you can see there's defensive fences here on the right hand side, and you can see cannonballs bouncing left, right and centre. So if we move over to the right hand side, you can see essentially what these are defensive encampments. So you've got this rock over here on the side. which obviously they can take cover behind. You've got these fences that they can shoot from behind, and then obviously you move up here to find this particular area here where they can actually fire from the trenches, so they can fire into the enemy, trying to take down as many people as possible. So here are the trenches, not particularly deep, but as you can see, enough to kind of keep your head ducked, so they're not that deep, so you still could catch a bullet at the wrong moment if you're not paying attention. So there we go. This is the map that they will be playing on the siege this evening. 77Y and friends. And that's it. We shall call that summary to an end, and we shall be back with the actual rounds. So stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the siege, the first round, and we have defending the 77Y and, I was about to say and friends, but it's the 77Y and the 77Y. So they're fielding a very impressive 91 players today. And on the opposing sides, we have the Russians, which is the 4E, the 37th, the 70E, the 37th Foot are in there as well, the 53E, the RA 41st SBR, and plenty of others. So this is the fort that the English will be defending, and doesn't it look marvellous? It does indeed. So, as designed by the Banana, yes of course, map designer extraordinaire Monsieur Banana, as Temurai starts as he means to go on. Oh dear, sorry. Ah, there he is, the evil Temurai. The I've shut my face in the door lift, or lift Temurai, and there's Thomas, his, oh god, his twin brother. That's slightly alarming. And as you can see, these are essentially all the defenders. So there's Gui and aha, Mr. Oblivion, Cat Oblivion of course. The only cannon firing pussy you'll find in the game. So there we go, nice kill there from into members of the 4E. And we need to obviously follow up and find out if Mac is dead. And if he isn't, why not? So here we go, there's members of the 41st SBR. There's Flacken, there's Assassin, and there's Kladka. Now, let's see who is in this trench over in the corner here. Who is this fine fellow? Ah, it's the 53E. So there is, of course, Colonel Magna from the 53E line. Oh, fire coming in from these guys. Nice shot into Scarface from... And so, as you can see, my pronunciation of names is as on form as ever. Ah, there he is, the soon-to-be deceased Landsmack. So, yes, we obviously need to say disparaging words about him. Well, you've seen him. There's not really much I can say other than that NATO hasn't done already, but that's not the point. So, the 4E there, and we've got members of the 41st SBR trying to make their way to this bunker here to... Oh, he's going to whip out his rocket. You see that? Any more Rambos and he's going to pull out the rocket. So, and Dirty Morth with a very nice mortar explosion kill there. So you've got, I think, a mortar this side with Slayer Boy. And we have over the other side, this will probably be the Morth. There he is. And Murray's standing there holding his balls. So, the artillery brigade, as you can see, the artillery section, very close. So Temurai there taking it. Ah, there we go. Temurai with a lovely kill onto Landsmack. As you may have suspected, verticality is not Mac's strong point. So let's see what's going on. So we're watching Watch Mains is the 41st SBR in fine numbers. Look at all these fellows. Oh, don't they look fantastic? Oh, look at that. Cat Oblivion. Cannoneer just captures. He just got ripped by Rasta Bong Ripper. Look at that. Holy crap. That gentleman is a lovely shot. You got your bong well and truly ripped. And Father Jack returns the favour with a high explosive. Ouch. On to members of the 4E. So you can see cannonballs coming in. Oh, Charles Dubois capturing a cannonball. Pierre Turpin. So it's all fun. Oh, and there's Slayer Boy killing more members of the 41st SBR and the 4E. This is very nasty. Joseph with a nice kill on 2 members of the 70E. So you can see these guys trying to sneak up, playing smart. Aha! The Epic Milkshake. Best name, I have to say, on the server today. Without a doubt. His milkshake is so epic, it brings the boys, the girls, and the sheep to the yard. So, who is this fine fellow who is out here? Aha! Some Russian bird. Who just missed. So, Parts there. Bombardier Parts. Bomb, bomb, bomb. He has just managed to kill more members of the 4E. And let's see. So here's where they broke the window. So they're firing out of there when they can or when they need to. So there's Martaxis in there as well. As we move up into the fort and see who's up top here. So, where's Dr. Cox? There's Awesome 112. And over here we've got Dr. Cox again. God, how many are there? Smoke Trail, Marksman Smoke Trail. And who is this fine fellow? This is Lieutenant Gaz, complete with pipe. And, of course, his Scottish bonnet and all the rest of it. Looks like they're... Oh, Father Jack. Father Jack. You evil, evil man. So, let's see. Was this down here? No, it wasn't, but it was somewhere... It was somewhere around here. Possibly. And cannonballs come flying over from Guybrush. Poor old Tiki. Oh, no. Looks like more explosions coming in. So, poor old Tiki there. Capturing the cannonball, and you can see them. So, the good thing about the 41st SBR, speaking of Russian there, so all good stuff. And obviously, we don't even speak English here. So, oh no, the Colonel Barbs from the 37th, Count from Confusion, has just intercepted his forehead with a cannonball. And we are watching at, there's Beethoven on his way out to work with his teammates. As we are looking at a long line of Russians making their way out. Oh, look, there we go. Now, that's what the... That's what those explosive cannonballs do. They break up into mass amounts of shrapnel. Now, there we go. There's the breach. So this is going to be the weak point. Now, if we look in here, the breach is pretty substantial. You've got defenders to the left and to the right, and they're being fired down upon as well. So, and there's Temurai. So is that Guchir or Temurai? Hard to say. Well, there's the late Mr. Temurai. And Rikamaru is in there doing his stabby goodness thing again. There's Gaz making his way out. I can't help but notice that Gaz was charging in the opposite direction. Now, obviously, you know, in keeping with the tradition of officers, you know, well, lead from the rear and all the rest of it. So, we'll have to wait and see. As we're watching members of the 70E, there's Mascari. And there's Neo and the old one Max and Beethoven from 53E. They're hanging around the area of the breach. And nice fire from Night Raid there into members of the 77Y. Fun and games and bullets and cannonballs. We love it. And that is a... Oh, Count Confusion. Oh, Count Confusion. Oh, ouch, Arama. Now, the trouble is, you see, is the problem that they're going to have is that these boys are being trained by Temurai. Now, for those of you who have seen many of these videos and Mao's videos, you know what that evil German is capable of with a cannonball. He is evil and must be stopped. But unfortunately, he's training other people, and that's where the problems start to occur. So, members of the 77Y, including... the late Major Joker, with his head now stuck up one of his colleagues' bottoms. Very unfortunate. And we shall continue to watch the attack continue. Yes, we'll continue. That's great wording. Great wording. We shall continue to watch the attack continue. And while it continues, we shall continue talking. So, let's continue. as we are now moving to see what's going on with a load of Russians pouring in through the breach. Now, the thing is, what they want to try and do, if they can... Bong Ripper! Oh, no, he's ripped the wrong bong, and he's killed 70 Major Joker as well. And the epic milkshake. No, not the milkshake. Oh, dear. So, as you can see, they want to try and get another breach here, I think. If they can get another breach there, which, as you can see, they're starting to break away the edges of the brickwork. So, looking pretty good there. And if they can make another breach possibly here or there, that would be good. But, ideally, what they're going to be looking at is a breach essentially over here. So, whether or not they can get a breach in that wall looks a bit thick. But this wall, yeah, it's about the same thickness. So if they can get a breach in this area here, preferably to the left, then that will give them an advantage, and they can then pour into the defensive areas. Now, the trouble is, if they start pouring into this defensive areas, they've got this building to go through, which essentially is a choke point, and you've got this building to go through, which is another choke point. So you put loads of troops here and you defend these doorways and nobody will get through, like a line of bayonets and bullets and all the rest of it. So that's essentially what you're looking at. So this is going to be a very, very hard fort to attack. Now, who's that up there? Ah, Marksman Ranger and Light Doombringer, who seems to have put on a little bit of weight recently, so he's not as light as he used to be. Aha, look, lots of Russians, complete with Slayer Boy and Large Bull. So you can see loads of fire coming in here. Huge amounts of fire coming in from the defending brick troops. And the Russians, there we go, stabbing the door down there inside the building. They have come in for a cocktail party. The British are determined not to serve them any drinks. You've got to be British to come to this particular officers' party. And, oh dear, that's Locutus there. And Landsmack has just team killed somebody. Oh, the evil, evil Landsmack. So there we go, he's going in. And Swallox has just manages to kill loads of people. And Landsmack is waiting for an opportunity to go in there and stab somebody. And he hasn't found that opportunity yet. So you better watch out to his left, because there are English people now looking at him. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Looks like Landsmack going in for a bit of stabby goodness. And he's about to get shot in the bottom, but they missed him. How did they miss him? There we go. And there we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Ballad of Landsmack. What can I say? There he is. There is his corpse. So, that's not rare footage, by the way. That is actually very, very common footage. The rarer footage was Landsmack vertical. Oh, Malekith just caught a bullet. Malekith has been shot. And there he is. There he is. Lying on his back, having a rest. As you can see, he had a nice gun in his hand and was trying to defend this building, which is pretty much where all the evil Russians are coming from. So they planted their flag in the middle to say, we own this section of the wall. We are proud and we are coming through like a sodding steam train. Now, are they going to try and get a hole in this wall as well? The problem is that... Oh, lovely shot there onto Bradders, and Temerai captures another bullet. Poor old Temmie. And now the thing is, I'm surprised they didn't go for a breach here. If you get a breach here, you can then go through with the cannonballs, get a second breach there, and then you're into the inner fort area. And then all you got to do is fight your way to this little piece of fluttering fabric as opposed to flattering fabric. Anyway, that means you can bypass that. And we shall then pause for some lubrication of the larynx. Much better. And Count Confusion kills yet more people. 57th, or 53, and the 37th. Rusty Turbin has just been killed by British beef. Or English beef, I should say. So obviously he doesn't agree with him. He's probably allergic to him. Now, who's this? This is Freezer 21. So Freezer 21, there we go. There goes the cannonball. He sees the enemy, and Freezer with a lovely kill onto members of the 37th. Who are these fellows? 53E making their way up. There's Corporal David. And here is the commanding officer, of course, Colonel Magna, leader of the 53E line, picking up the gun and then obviously moving in, because the reach of that gun with the bayonet on the end is definitely better than he would otherwise have. So, oh, Magna killing L'Avior. Wonderful shot. Joseph managing to catch a bullet from Borish. And loads of... oh, my goodness, look at this. This is a killing ground. If you want any spare weapons, this is the place to come. Definitely, without question. So, now the thing is, what they've got to do is, the good thing is for them, is they've now essentially eliminated those 2 cannons, and also, to a certain degree, he can't actually go use that cannon or that mortar much anymore. So, from that point of view, it's a good thing. Oh my goodness, it's a conga line! Tequila! And you can see them making their way into this building. And this is essentially... what is he doing there? So Private Pony is deciding to have a sleep. What way he is now. So Pony's now lying down on the job. As we watch more members. Aha, Monsieur Milkshake. Let's just see. Let's watch... we shall watch the Milkshakey one. He's going for the cannon guy. But unfortunately missed him. Ah, there we go. Father Jack gets shot in the face. So, poor old Father Jack has been well and truly fecked. And we are watching a sneaky... there's Lieutenant Gaz who came in sneaky behind the Russians. Look at the holes in this wall. And now there's a hole in this building. So, it's not exactly what you call secure and defended. Well, it is defended, but it's kind of... yeah. It's not great when it comes to... I shall stand behind this wall to defend myself from cannon shots, yeah. It's not so much a wall as it is a serving window, anyway. Apparently, I need to spec Mac. So, let's see what's going on. Apparently, there's a rape party going on, which is not really something I approve of. Oh dear, look at this. Look at this. Oh dear. Well, here's Mac. And I'm just waiting for him to die. So, it's not yet Mac o'clock. And as soon as it is, this gentleman will be horizontal, as per usual. So, we shall watch. So far the party is a little bit slow in starting. So, Poppleton just kills Ollie. And watching Mac make his way into the building. And almost getting killed. Oh, he stabs Scruff, stabs Lortano. Holy crap. Mac's actually doing well today. And I might... there we go. Thank you, normal service has been resumed. So you can see this is pretty much where it's all happening. Now the only drawback is that everybody's going up there, when in theory it would be better to go round here. Maybe if you had a little bit more sort of space here, you could make your way in through that building and then you have 2 entrances. Now, they're trying to get out of this area. I'm surprised the 77Y do not have a line pointing at that doorway to try and stop them getting out. You can see there's some Russians trying to get around down to this door. So here is Recruit Thor in there. Oh, he just took a bayonet one of the guys in the back there. Oh, poor old Thor. He is no more. And here is Blood Reaper from the 37th RT, along with Gaz Guy and Deva Kitty, who we have seen in action before. Extremely good cannoneer is Monsieur Kitty. So, let's see. Over here is more spawning Russians. So there, of course, is the epic milkshake, of course, and Recruit Assassin from the 41st. Under the control of Tweak. What is it with ginger people in this game? That is just mad. Absolutely mad. The amount of ginger... maybe it's just they all send... maybe all the countries send their ginger people to war. I don't know. But anyway. So, look, another one! Aha! Bombardier Monsieur Rubber. The rubberized one himself. Staring down towards the gate, waiting for the Russians to open, which it looks like they're going for. There we go, he's opened it. The door has been opened, and oh, lovely shot by Mr. Rubber, and he kills Bradders. I'm sorry, Bradders, it's not funny and we're not laughing. Yeah, anyway. So here we go, the 53 now making their way in, so that means now, unless they get this gate closed quickly, the Russians are going to pour in like a runaway river. And Sticky Rubber manages to kill more people, this time on the opposing side. Huzzah for Mr. Rubber. And there we go, so that's the kind of breach we're talking about here. You see Cannonball breach on the other side. So good play there by the 37th with their artillery skills. Russians are now in the main courtyard. However, there is 4 seconds left on the clock. And the United Kingdom have defended their forts. And Solotossis decides to celebrate by team killing Cat Oblivion. And we're swapping the teams. Be right back for the next round. And so we are back with round 2. Now, round 2, essentially, the teams have been swapped around. And the Russians are now the 77Y et al. There is, of course, Monsieur Scruff with Lieutenant Gaz. And, yes, him. That thing. And there is, of course, Sticky Rubber. Moving cannon into position. So. English beef. Good for you. If you like a little bit of slice of mad cow. Or in this case, mad horse. Now. That's probably Scruff, I'm guessing. Yes, indeed. Telling by the grey hair. And, used to know of capturing a bullet. Lovely shot by Corporal Dutch from the 37th foot. Now, as you can see, the numbers are a little bit slow in getting out here. But bear in mind, these all are members of a different clans. Bagpipery. Russian bagpipery, no less. Bong Ripper killing Malekith. Wow, Malekith dies in the first 2 minutes of this game. So Mal with a new low there. All very good. And let's see if we can follow what's going on. So, as you can see, so many Russians in this trench here. Firing back, including Radwell, who appears to be sitting in a bush. So, let's see if anything's going over on the left. No, there's really no focus on the left-hand side by the Russians. Now, who is this fellow? This looks to be a guy who's been locked outside. Now, whether or not he's been a bad boy, so there's Farn Redcoat. So, the question is, now, can he get back in? So there's Farn Redcoat taking a pot shot at the enemy and taking out Latano. And then basically getting killed by Radwell, who was probably still hiding in this bush. There he is, see? A well-disguised Radwell. Obviously not on the level of Nitek disguise, but still pretty good. Shooting leaves a little bit to be desired, but... Anyway, let's see if we can find out. Looks like they're focusing on the same point for the breach. Now, Blood Reaper, lovely kill there. Beautiful stuff. High explosive loveliness. And Temerai, returning the favour and killing multiple members of the 7 TE who were standing behind the wall, ready to deal with this potential breach. Because cannonballs pass through the walls, they don't just stop. So, unfortunately, as these guys found out. Now, the 7 TE have now, smartly, decided to move slightly to the left to stay out of trouble. And let's see who this said bagpiper is. There's Braxton, in as a bagpiper nominated. There we go. Oh, dear. Major Joker just caught a cannonball from Sticky Rubber. He stuck his nose out just a little bit too far, and he lost it. So, poor old Joker there. As you can see, he doesn't look impressed, does he? Really does not look impressed. So this is where they're focusing their fire on. The cannoneers will be focusing their fire on one side. You can see a little bit of focused fire on the right side maybe. We'll have to wait and see. As the 77Y, this is the advantage of having all your cannoneers on the same side. Means that they can actually all focus fire everything. So let's have a look to see what's going on with their cannon placement. Now, they've moved their cannons quite up close. So there's parts in there. There, of course, is the leader, Temerai. There's Gunner Murray, complete with a colleague of his who appears to be lying down on the job. And Cadet Rave, who appears to be AFK. So, this is the cannoneers on the right. And they do not have a mortar, I do believe. And you've also then got this cannon over here. Oh, this is the... So this is the howitzer over in this corner here. So the howitzer is being run by Slayer Boy. So he's just got himself a kill with Captain Swiss Hunter. And he is working with a teammate. His teammate, of course, is the Morth. The Dirty Morth himself. And you can see fire coming in from the 4E. Taking out loads of people left, right and centre. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like they've got a breach. So there we go. You can see the Russians now pouring in ad nauseum. This is where the 77Y are at their most dangerous, because they have essentially got a breach with 14 minutes left on the clock, and they've already got a breach into this building, or into this section of the wall. Now, what are they going to do? Are they going to maybe focus for a breach this side, or will they try and shoot over and get a breach this side? We'll have to wait and see what they do as we hear bagpipes sounding in the background. On the occasion, this is licensed bagpipery as opposed to unlicensed and unapproved bagpipery. So, let's see. Any damage to the wall here? Now, who's that cannoneer? So, there's Gaz Guy. And here is Bong Ripper, the murderer from the previous round. Fantastic cannon skills by Mr. Bong Ripper this evening of the 37th. So a shout out to him for his bong ripping, cannonball related or otherwise. Now you can see, let's watch him carefully. He's looking for an opportunity. Now the thing is, the 77th, there we go. He's found a more condensed light. Oh, Gaz Guy! Fantastic shot. Another cannonball goes in, and Bong Ripper takes out a couple more as well. And then Aztir manages to catch a bullet. So, yeah, this is the kind of thing, this is what makes a cannoneer. A good cannoneer can really make or break a team. I mean, you guys have seen what the capabilities are of the likes of Temerai. Can really make a siege a nasty, nasty piece of work. Combination of organised numbers and good cannon fire. At least like focusing on the cannon fire. That's really key. So you can see them. Oh, there we go. English Beef and Light Requiem. There's the teardrop shaped crater that indicates a lovely shot. Now, oh, look at that. Blood Reaper has just taken out the cannon team on the right hand side, or the left hand side of the Russian spawn, as you can see here. Lovely shot. Essentially neutralise that howitzer completely, which will be helpful. That obviously these guys will respawn, as you can see. So there is Morth, I think it is. Yeah, he's now respawned. But there's Bong Ripper again, ripping people left, right and centre. More cadets and poor old Power from the light infantry. So Le Gamer has just been shot in the face by Marston. And you can see now more of the Russians pouring in. Poppleton, Bill the Butcher, Johnny Maverick, all being taken down as we're looking into this building here. Now, you've got a few here. He's got to be careful because there's going to be a cannon will probably hitting here quite soon. Loads of stabby goodness going on in this building. This building is a real absolute murder fest. Look at this. This is just horrible. So you can see cannonball coming in. Look at all this equipment lying on the floor. You've got this entry here, complete with this slightly floating cannon. Very impressive floating cannon. And G Advanced, who appears to be doing calisthenics or Pilates, we cannot actually tell. But I'm sure he's got a leotard under there. Hard to say. Oh, there we go. Rasta Ripper again with multiple kills. Let's see how he's doing. Look at that, 23-0. He's actually ahead of the 77Y artillery. That's very unusual. But that is a sign of a good cannoneer. So obviously, Temerai will not take that line down. Although, to be honest, if I'd said that and then he got shot with a cannonball. That would have been so deliciously ironic. But timing, he fails. You fail at timing, man. Damn it. It's not allowed. Aha, flag holder. Monsieur Astir. So there we go. Astir bringing in the colours for the 77Y, being followed by various members and that line. So we're just watching them as they make their way through towards the breach on the right hand side of the fort. That's camera right as opposed to English or British right, I should say. Now you can see up here sustained fire coming in from the 41st and the 53, with Bong Ripper still doing his wonderful job. Now unfortunately they haven't been able to get a cannon back up there. That would have held them, or it may be even a cannon in there, because they could have fired that cannon down that line and done so much damage. But, who's that? Oh, that was Colonel Barbs from the 37th with a heroic sacrifice. And you can see here the mortar has been pretty much neutralised, I think. But it's still looking all to play for, with 9 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. As we're watching Scarface making his way in. Oh, taking a pot shot at one of the enemies and dodging bullets. There's the second breach. That's what we were waiting for. Flying those cannonballs over the top of that wall, just about here, and into the breach on the other side. So, 9 minutes. Bear in mind there was about 30 seconds or less when the 77Y were defending this area, and they made it through. So there's a definite advantage for the Russians now. They've now got 9 minutes to assault this base, and to be honest, with the way that they work with sheer weight and numbers, it's going to be hard to pull back from that. Now the thing is, there's no attacks going on, I don't believe, on the left hand side, so there's not a lot of troops over here, so as you would kind of expect. Now what's going to happen down here? A couple of defenders. There's Tainted Turnip, and there's Bong Ripper ripping more out of members of the 77Y. Bill the Butcher with an FU for obvious reasons. So here we go, sheer weight of numbers. The Brits will really need to... The trouble is they're all over the place at the moment, not really organised into any kind of serious line to stop them. And so they're going to have to melee their way out of it. And to be honest, the 77Y are fantastic at melee. Or melee, whatever you wish to call it. So, and now the sheer... Yeah, the pain train that is the 77Y will... if they haven't overwhelmed them now, they will be overwhelming them very shortly. Because you can see here, there are people all over the flag. There are Russians all over the flag. They are being stabbed and pushed back. But the problem is by the time just as you're about to kill all of them, and then the last one, 40 more turn up again. And that's the real advantage that 77Y have over most other regiments, is the sheer weight of numbers that they can bring. So let's see. So the Brits doing a good job of defending, I have to say. Very good job indeed. I'm very surprised that no members of 77Y focused on this, so that it will enable them to open this gate and bring more people in directly to the flag, so you can outflank them from one side here. There's Tweak in there with his bagpipes, the Russian-Scottish bagpipe player. So, oh, lovely slicer. Whoops-a-daisy. Epic milkshake, just team killing a murderer, or team killing a friend of his. And you can see now we're watching Tweak as he's dealing with it. There we go. As expected, eventually it had to happen. The front door has been opened. Look at this. Here they come. So you can see now, look at this, the numbers who are now rushing through here. Brad Apple's in there. They're all meleeing as best they can. He seems unavailable to get through a basic door. So we have to wonder about the 77Y recruitment. Negotiate. Question 1 of 3. Are you able to negotiate a hole in the wall? Look at that flag. Oh my god, look at that flag go down so quickly. The Russians are trying to get back in there. They're trying to spam the explosives onto there. Bong Ripper taking down more, and the Russians have eventually captured the fort. So there you have it, boys and girls. GG's all round. Okay, so it's a mass punch-up between loads of Scotsmen and loads of Russians. So, and I shall bagpipe officially for this punch-up. So, oh damn it, it's going to do live on reset. So, we shall have to see. There will be no weapons. It will be only fisticuffs. So let's see. Let's drop. Is it that one? There we go.
Sons of the house, come here and get flesh!
God damn it, get through a sodding door, people.
Sons of the house, come here and get flesh! Scotland forever! Scotland forever!
Okay, so we're moving in. We have no weapons except our bagpipe. Mac has killed Joker. Ah. And Rick Maru has killed Mao. I'm bagpiping, leave me alone. Get off me, you fools. I'm trying to bagpipe. Go away. Go away! I'm bagpiping! Leave me alone! Leave a man alone to bagpipe in peace. No! You can't get me! Go away! Oh, bugger off! Stop me, stop that! Get off me, you sods! Stop that! I'm trying to bagpipe, you sods. Bastards. Come on, I can't believe they still haven't killed me. My bagpipe must be defending me. Aww! Radwell threw a rock at me. Oh dear. Let's just do a... let's do an orifice. Oh dear. Uh-oh.
Scotland forever! Huzzah! Come on, you bastard! Hurrah for old Nosey!
Here we go.
Don't shoot me! I surrender! For king and country!
Uh-oh.
Spare me! Come on, you bastard!
Let's move over with Mac, shall we? Let's go over with Mac. Oh dear. Knew there'd be somebody who'd bring a gun.
Scotland forever!
That felt good. Oh God.
Come on, you bastard!
Die! Get them all, get them all! Aha!
Banhammer!
Backhand, you bitch!
Women fight with swords,
Banhammer!
men fight with cannons!
Come back! I want that flag! Ah, screw it. Yay! Fort has been captured. God. Oh well, that kind of went silly very quickly. Let's kill everyone. That felt better. Oh, what the hell? I want that. Yes! I approve. I approve of this weapon. It's time to go killing some 77Y, I think. As they're all in here killing each other. So I'm going to come in with the blunderbuss. And kill as many of them as I can.
Banhammer!
Woohoo! No, get off me, you sods! Ah, damn it. Oh, brilliant. Damn that Scarface. Oh, well, I managed to kill a few of them. Anyway, that's it for tonight, boys and girls. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed tonight's siege, and we will see you again all next week. Take care.